So hello, this is Josh Lang, and I'm representing Josh and Laura for our 60-day reboot. This is the end of day 12, and we are doing okay, actually. I actually lost, which is really exciting this morning, 2 more pounds, so I am a total of 18 pounds down from where I started. So for those of you who are tracking my goal, I was to 182 to begin with. I'm now at 164, and I would love to be breaking the 20-pound mark, but also into the 150s here by the end of this coming week. So that would be really exciting if that happened. Excuse me here. The frustrating part for Laura today was that she actually gained a pound, so that was unfortunate. But we've been consulting some doctors, her doctor, and we think we have a strategy that will work. But you can be praying for that, because we're just really hoping that that will start dropping, because she has been losing, I believe, fat in her body, and her waistline is showing that, and her face is showing that. So we just want to kind of have that start going off the scale as well. Thanks to all of you for your comments. Also, I want to just say we are excited because Abby Bell Crafts, which I'm assuming is Abby Bell, thanks for watching, and also we're just excited that you're going to be starting your 60-day juice fast as well. So hopefully that goes really well for you, and we want to encourage you in that. So hopefully you'll be making some posts and we can follow you along and give you some encouragement. But this is definitely the tough period of time. As we recapped from the last week, our first 3 or 4 days were just really tough from energy drain and detox from caffeine and those sorts of things that we were doing, as well as our stomachs shrinking. I did get a message from my friend Chris Wolf, who has actually lived in Germany, and so this is kind of our tip and our question of the day. We're going to mix those together because he has 2 really good questions. The first one is, how is this affecting your social life? And so he was mentioning that there's a lot of people that basically our culture really meets around food, and that's very true, and something that we've been really noticing a lot of. We have had a number of people over here. In fact, today we actually had some friends over from church, and we made chili for them, and then we had our juice. And so, you know, I think at this point in the game, I'm not as tempted. Laura was really tempted. I mean, I was actually tempted from the smell, but we really have been much better, I think, when there's food around us, to not really be that tempted, because the juice really makes us pretty full. And now that we've been off of food for a while, it's a lot easier. So socially, I mean, it is hard. We don't go to coffee shops anymore like we used to do quite a bit. We don't go to, you know, the common eating places, obviously. So, like I said, our date the other night consisted of going to Naturally Yours and drinking some juice in the back, because they've got a juice bar. One of the only few in Bloomington Normal. So, if you haven't tried those out at Naturally Yours, you should definitely try that. So that's kind of that idea. We're not letting it keep us from having a social life, but we're just kind of explaining it, and most people are pretty excited about what we're doing. And so for those of you who've been over, thanks for being generous with that, and those of you who have yet to experience this, we are happy to show you what we're doing. His second question was in concerns to Germany. He was noticing that when, through his time in Germany, Chris, that the Germans eat a lot of potatoes and a lot of bread. And so he was just curious how we are thinking about balancing a diet while we're over in Germany when they eat a lot of carbohydrates and starches. And so Chris, I mean, basically, as we learn now nutrition and balance, my hope is that, you know, we can obviously choose what we eat in our own house. And so what we were excited about in Germany actually is that they have very readily in supply, at least in Berlin, a lot of fresh fruit market stands like all around town, and they are available to, I mean, there's also a lot of fruit inside the supermarkets as well. But, you know, I mean, it's obviously something that's a part of their culture to eat fruits and vegetables as well. And so we are not stopping when we get done with this eating starches and carbohydrates. I mean, that's not going to be our plan, but we want to balance our meals, so there'll be a lot less of that than we've done in the past, and we really want to kind of make the majority of what we eat fruits and vegetables and nuts and those kind of things, because that really will keep us healthy and keep our bodies processing. We probably end up juicing as well. It could be for breakfast. It may be that we do it, we do a reboot once every couple months for a week or those kind of things, just to kind of keep our bodies fit and fighting the way that they should be. But when we go back to eating normally and we go to Berlin, the idea will be definitely to eat with a more balanced mindset. So I think that can be done anywhere, and obviously the staple is bread, but we can kind of go away from that. But a very good question. So yeah, thanks, and hopefully, if you have any feedback, please let us know. If those of you who have lived in Germany more recently and have some suggestions for us, that would be great. So I think that's going to be it. Yeah, sorry Laura couldn't join us today, but she will hopefully be with us tomorrow, and we are almost finishing week 2. Once again, down 18 pounds for me, and then down 2 inches for Laura. I think I measured for the first time today. I think I'm off 4 inches off of my waist. So I am very excited that we're seeing a lot of progress in that way. And we look forward to sharing with you some good news. Also, my second meeting with my trainer is going to be tomorrow, Corey, at Gold's Gym Express, and hoping to be alive after that workout and not too sore, so I can share with you how that went. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.